Welcome. Thank you for joining me. Debz Cooper, Global Stressologist, here to talk to you today. A little bit of a frog in my throat, just a little one, about how to accelerate your business growth. That's always a great way to start it, isn't it? Because I've got a little bit of a frog in my throat. Thank you for joining me today. Oh my God, business is just such an interesting one, and it's whether you've been in business for a while and you just require that kick, or if you're a newbie, or you've been thinking about it, or any of these things that are just playing on your mind. And it can also be, the tips I'm going to give you today is also going to actually help you if you are even an employee. There's definitely life tips here that you can pull from this. So it's not just about business growth, but this is interestingly one that is about accelerating your business growth. I don't know why I say interesting enough. So I would love to thank you for coming and joining me today. Like I said, I'm Debz Cooper, Global Stressologist. If you have any questions, you can put them in the comments and I can read them, or you can private message me. But welcome and thank you for joining me, whether you're live, whether you're here watching a replay, wherever you are in the world. So let me get into this, because how to accelerate your business growth is an icky one that you're like, no matter what level you're at, sometimes we do need that little nudge. And for me, it's not necessarily the hand in the small of your back, it's more a stiletto kick is how I work. But let's get this growing with you. So I'm going to give you my 5 don'ts to start with. And people say, oh, you don't start a video with what you don't do before you start what you do. And I'm like, no, I'm going to start with what you don't do, because these are the wake ups right now you must know and not do. And the first one is, don't go beyond your morals and ethics. If you do not feel comfortable doing whatever you're being asked to do or anything, do not do it. Because in your core, you will not sleep at night, you will feel sick, you'll think that you're a fraud. All these things are going to come into your mind. So do not go beyond your morals and ethics, number 1. Because it's chaos. It's absolutely chaos in here when you do. Don't be greedy or desperate. It's ugly. When you're greedy and you're desperate, it is ugly for people around you. It is ugly for the people you're working with. It's ugly for everybody. So don't be greedy or desperate for money, people, deals to come through, things to happen. Don't be greedy and don't be desperate. Number 3, don't be emotional. Don't be an emotional basket case. If you're an emotional, and I say emotional basket case because it's a saying that I've used forever, don't be emotional. Don't be an emotional basket case. Decide what's going on. If you need to take a day off, take a day off. Or if you need to just step away from something, do this. You cannot get a clear head. Thank you, Kate, as I hear you correcting me. You cannot get a clear head unless you are centered and balanced and making decisions. Because when you're emotional, you're going to jump into all those things. Your morals and ethics, you're greedy and desperate. Things can really happen. So cut the emotion down. Centered and poised is the way. Don't be an a-hole. Number 4, don't be an a-hole. No, just don't. Just don't be an a-hole to yourself, to those around you. And when I say those around you, anyone you're dealing with, just don't be an a-hole. See, can you see that these are actually tips for life? Number 5 of my don'ts is don't overcomplicate things. And I laugh at this because this morning I was talking to somebody and I started to overcomplicate things and I could see the eyes glaze over. And I was like, oh, keep it simple, keep it simple. So don't overcomplicate things. You'll end up the hamster on the wheel. And when you're the hamster on the wheel, often shite actually doesn't get done because you're in a bit of a frazzle. So don't overcomplicate things. So now we have they're the 5 don'ts. Now I'm going to share with you what you do. Number 1 is you have certainty in you. And when I say certainty in you, certainty in who you are and what you provide. Now, certainty can come from different ways. If you are not certain about who you are, or if you just don't even know what you're delivering, and if you're not certain about your service or you as a person, you're going to take on desperate clients, and you're going to jump into those 5 things at the start that I talked about, your don'ts. You're going to jump into those, and you do not want to be there, trust me, because it's a lot harder to get out when you're in. You can definitely get out, but it's a lot harder to get out when you're in. So if you got somebody who wants it, if somebody says you're crap at what you do and they want their money back, just decide if it feels right for you. I want you to decide if it feels right for you to stand or walk away. And I know that Tony Robbins talks about a worthy opponent. Just know the customer isn't always right, but are they a worthy opponent? And don't worry about the social media. They're going to slam you on social media and they're going to do this and they're going to do that. Like, seriously, I wouldn't worry about that stuff. If we worried about all that stuff, we wouldn't leave our front door, and we definitely wouldn't be on social media. So if someone wants their money back, you can decide if it feels right to stand or to walk away. If you feel uncertain in what you provide and what you do, and you're just having a little bit of a waver, if you're feeling a little bit of a waver thing going on there, when you waver, I'd love you to read your testimonials. And when I say read your testimonials, they might be on paper, they might also be just in your head. So think of the ones from your clients, the people you've served, and this may have been before you even started your business, or at the start of your business, but not in the last year or anything like that. Have a think of those testimonials that people have given you. Friends, family who you've given that service to, your accountant who's gone, yay, celebrate, you've made $100 this year more than you did last year. Like, think of those things, and that is all part of your certainty in you. Like, wow, I can deliver. Wow, I can. I made $100 more this year than I did last year. I'd like to think you're making more, but we have had a lull in life that's gone on. So some businesses have had a step back, whereas some have propelled forward. So that one is certainty in you. The next one is provide a service. And when I say provide a service, I'm saying a healthy one, an exceptional service. I'm not talking about pom-pom service, well, high energy service. I'm talking about a service from the heart. Provide that service that feels right for you, that the customer or the client or the other person who you're dealing with is going to feel that. So provide that service and keep providing that service no matter what level you're at. Keep providing that service, and let's keep that service above the line. And I say exceptional service. People go back to the old saying they used to say, let's go over and beyond. Let's provide our service over and beyond anything. Yeah, okay, that's great to go over and beyond. But when you go over and beyond, you often bend yourself over. And that's not a pretty sight. You bend yourself over so much that it's actually hurting you. So provide that service. Yes, go over and beyond if you want to label it that. I just say just keep leveling up and put an exceptional service and a healthy one out there. So provide a service. Number 3 is find people that you gel with. This is so important. They're all important, but this is so important. You must find people you gel with. And because when you vibe with someone else, you can go, oh, this feels really great, or oh, this feels icky, or oh, I'm jealous of them. It's really great to check in with your emotions. So find people that you gel with, not the ones that you clash with. There's definitely learning experiences there, but find the ones you gel with. Just be aware of your past, I'm going to say, of suspicion. So someone can come to you and you might go, oh, this is reminds me of my ex-client who ripped me off or whatever. Just be aware of your past stories, because they can immobilize you. So the whole time you're doing this, you're clearing all your emotion as you're going through. Remember I said at the start, I talked about don't be emotional. You're clearing your emotion as you go along. So find people that you gel with. Mentoring groups are great. Absolutely great. I know someone talked recently about a mentoring group where you've got to refer people and all this, and it just got so heavy. I was like, oh my gosh, I couldn't be part of that. I want to be one that I can turn up and I can learn from people, but not be the leader in the group, not be the one who holds everyone's hands and got to fix everybody. None of that stuff. You're there for a reason. Remember, people will want something from you. So hold on to that certainty in you and your price and provide that service. But remember, people will want something from you. Just look at what you've got, look at what you've got, look at what you've got. The other thing is falling down. And I'm going to say falling down. When you fall down, you get back up and you enjoy the steps. So there's a couple of things with falling down. There's a fear that often comes in when something happens and we go, oh, I can't do it anymore. This is the third person who's complained, or this is this, whatever. So think about that fear, and you're going to deal with that fear. Think about, what if it does happen? What if they say that they're going to, you fall down, you've delivered a product, the product's not right, it's got lost with the shipping, this has happened, the person's threatening on social media, all these things, and your head is just going like this, and you cannot think clearly at all. You know those ones you cannot think clearly at all. So when that happens, look at that and go, okay, what's the worst they can do? They're going to plaster me on social media. Okay, righto. Plaster me on social media. What if it did happen? What's the benefit to you of that happening, that they do plaster all about you on social media? When you have that fear, you're going to keep doing all those benefits, all those value links to you until you can go, oh, okay, whatever. And it's not necessarily going to happen, but you've let that fear go, because people can smell that fear. People can smell that fear. So can bears, just the record. So if you fall down, get back up and enjoy the process of the steps. When we fall down, we think about children. And if you go back to looking at children, do they give up? Sometimes they lie there and throw their little tanty, but often they get back up straight away. They continue to learn to walk, don't they? They continue to learn to walk because they're determined to get it done, because they see the value in walking. And that is all about their certainty in you and providing that service. So if they fall down, they get back up and they continue to learn to walk until they can run. You know those ones. So when you think about falling down, think about children. That's a thought process and a half. That's a thought one. So the other thing is keep things simple. Keep things simple. And so when I say keep things simple, I'm talking about keeping it simple. So when you start a business, when you often start a business, we go, oh, I need a name for my business. I need a name. Oh, I need a logo. Oh, I need a website. Oh, I need the wording for the website. I need someone to build the website. Oh, I need wording for the website. How am I going to take payments? What's my product I've got? What's my actual product? Is it a service, like I have a service, or is it a product? Is it, what contracts do I need? Who am I going to outsource this to? And you start relying on other people. Keep things simple. Your head will be going like this, you know, and everybody has an opinion. Everyone has, the old Pac-Man, everyone has an opinion on your business, because they do. When I was pregnant, people had an opinion on looking after my body, and some of them had never even been pregnant. I was like, oh, that's interesting. What's your research? So keep things simple. You already know what you're doing. Keep it simple. So there's, if you're talking about wording for websites, there's a great program that I use that changes my, in fact, I'll put that on there. I don't remember what it's called, but it's a great program that I put in, and it tweaks some words for me, and it's brilliant. It is so simple. You can get the free version or the paid version. It's so simple. I don't have to think. I can just put a few things in it. It can slot things together for me. Put a Facebook page up. Start with a Facebook page until you get yourself into that momentum of a website. Keep it simple. I cannot say that enough, because we do overcomplicate things. The other thing is celebrate. And when I say celebrate, I'm talking about looking back on where you were. Looking back on where you were and going, wow, like the accountant, you made another $100 this year. Wow, I made $100 this year. That's fantastic. $100 profit. Might have spent some more on here, I might have spent some more on that, but I made $100. Wow, look how far I've come. When I first started, I was in the red 20,000 or whatever it was. So look how far back you've come. Remember, there's emotion that will have happened in your business. So that's why we're trying to keep this stable, because then you'll be able to know where those months, what was going on emotionally for you, and you'll understand it. So look back and do the wow, look at that. Whether it's positive or whether it's negative, because whether it's positive or negative, you're still going to come back with that wow and be grateful for that wow. Wow, look what I've done. So be grateful for that wow. And the last tip I'm going to give you, because you know this one's going to come in. You know this one's going to come in. What do you think this one is? Da-da-da. My 7th tip is get a mentor. Get a mentor. Talk to a mentor. Talk to somebody. Now, clearly I'm going to say myself. There are people out there that you can be mentored by, but find someone you gel with. If you're listening to this video and watching this video, you obviously gel with me if you've got to this point. So reach out, ask a question, let's get on a call, let's smash that out. I give complimentary, quick, short, sharp calls, and then let's get moving into a consistency program of getting you accelerated to where you are going, but let's push you that a little bit further than you think you even possible. So get a mentor. It's really important to have that person who has that experience behind you and knows what they're doing. I've been in business 16 years, and boy, oh boy, I've had that roller coaster. So the tips I'm giving you are things that have worked for me. The advice I give you are tips that have worked for me and my clients who I've been mentoring. So that's me. That's the tips. That's the tips. The tip is, number 1, certainty in you. Provide that. Number 2, provide that service. 3, find people you gel with. Yeah, that's really important. Fall down, get up, enjoy the steps. Yep, fall down, get up, enjoy the steps. Next one, keep things simple. Gratitude. Look back at your wow. Wow. And have some gratitude. Life's fun. Don't look back and go, look back, wow. And then the last one is mentor. Get a mentor, and of course that will be me. So that is me over and out. I would love to know what you thought of today. If you're going to do any of these tips, where you are in your life, if you're self-employed, if you're solopreneur, entrepreneur, whatever you want to label yourself, that's okay. So this is Debz Cooper, Global Stressologist, signing off today. Thank you very much for joining me. Let's get that business growth going. Hard out, straight to the top, and accelerating more than you've ever seen before. Thank you.